Hello everyone, it's your host, your friend, your boy, Jet Black the one and only, here with another exciting video. In this video, I just finished reading the Batman Beyond animated series guidebook from cover to cover. I actually filmed myself doing it and commenting on it. You can find that on the YouTube channel. And right now, my mind is racing with like fan fiction ideas. I'm not normally the type of guy who writes fan fiction. I normally like writing my own original stories. But the more I've been learning about Batman Beyond, the more like ideas I'm having for stories that I wish I would have heard about like Batman Beyond that I think could be really interesting stories. So there were these toys back in the day, in the year 2000, that told the story of Batman Beyond traveling into cyberspace in order to face off against Virtual Joker. Virtual Joker is essentially this computer program that is based on the Joker that's created by the Joker's gang in order to just like cause havoc throughout cyberspace. And this was a storyline that was never in the show. It was like just a storyline for this line of action figures. But the more I think about it, I'm like, this actually works within the world that's described in that Batman Beyond guidebook. Because in the Batman Beyond guidebook, they explain that there's this stuff called Digimagic or whatever, where you're able to like trap beings inside of cyberspace. And Batman Beyond, while working with Etrigan and Kyle being like a college kid who's like studying like magic scientifically. Essentially, Etrigan and Kyle are able to help Batman Beyond by sealing this ultra powerful demon inside cyberspace. So I'm like, oh, okay. So the idea of like going into cyberspace or putting things inside cyberspace isn't like a foreign concept for Batman Beyond. So it seems like the idea of Batman Beyond going into cyberspace in order to fight Virtual Joker, that doesn't sound that crazy. So I feel like this action figure continuity actually could work pretty well with like normal continuity. And I'm like, well, what story would I tell about like Batman Beyond trying to fight Virtual Joker? So here's the story. Like here's the fan fiction ideas as they're coming to me. So Batman Beyond hears about Virtual Joker wreaking havoc in cyberspace. He uses advanced technology from Wayne Tech in order to travel into cyberspace, and Batman designs him new like virtual gear in order to help him. But he also sends with him a firewall that is based on Robin, and it gives Batman Beyond like his own like Robin sidekick. That Robin thing is not something that I'm making up. He was like an actual like Batman Beyond Robin action figure, and he was called Firewall Robin. So I'm just finding a way to fold him into the story because I think he's interesting and I have ideas for him for the fan fiction. Anyways, so now you got Batman Beyond and Firewall Robin, and Bruce Wayne is like, I found the gateway that'll lead you to Virtual Joker, but you're going to have to travel all the way from the Bat computer systems to that gateway. So, you know, they're traveling through cyberspace. Batman Beyond has this cool, like, cyber vehicle that he and Firewall Robin can fly through, and it looks like they're almost there to the gateway. We cut away from that scene to Inque, one of Batman Beyond's villains, who's essentially, like, made of this ink-like substance, who's a hacker, mercenary, spy, shapeshifter. She has like a lot of abilities. She's like my favorite Batman Beyond villain. We clip over to Inque, and she's talking to like this businessman who wants to hire her. And she's more or less like, so, who do you want me to kill? And the businessman says, the Joker. And Inque's like, well, that's easy. He's already 6 feet deep. To which then the businessman's like, no, Virtual Joker. And then she's like, I'm a hacker, but I'm not sure if I can take out a virus that is spanned across the entire city. To which then the corporate businessman is like, I didn't hire you for your hacking skills. I hired you because you're the best assassin in Gotham. To which then Curare exits from the shadows. So Curare is like an assassin. She exits from the shadows and she's like, I'm the best assassin in Gotham. And then he's like, we'll see which one of you is the best. I'm sending both of you into cyberspace with this advanced technology I've gotten so that you guys can literally enter the digital world and kill Virtual Joker. So like a portal opens up or whatever. From what it's shown in the commercials for the toys, I guess it's not a portal. You just kind of get zipped into cyberspace. So Curare and Inque both get zipped into cyberspace, essentially as partners to go kill Virtual Joker. So we cut back to cyberspace where we see Batman Beyond and Firewall Robin riding in the Netrunner, which is their cyberspace equivalent of the Batmobile. There was like a toy for it as a part of the whole Batman Beyond Batlink toys. So they're cruising in the Netrunner and they're stopped by Inque and Curare, who are standing in front of the gateway, who are about to like enter to kill Virtual Joker. So Batman Beyond's like, Inque and Curare viruses? Who would want to make viruses of Inque and Curare? To which then Curare is like, I'm no virus, you scum. And then Inque goes, I should have known you would have found a way to get in here. Then Batman's like, these viruses are pretty accurate. They're acting just like the real thing. Actually, I want Firewall Robin to say that. And then Batman goes, you know, I'm starting to think they are the real thing. Inque is like, we were hired to kill Virtual Joker, but I'll gladly kill you for free. So then Inque and Curare and Batman Beyond and Firewall Robin enter like a huge bout where they're like fighting against each other. Batman Beyond knows that Inque is actually weak against being frozen. So he has like an ice batarang that he shoots out of his wrist. When he fires the ice batarang at Inque, Curare jumps in the way and cuts the ice batarang in half because her sword can literally just cut through anything. So she's just like, shh, nope, not gonna happen. So Batman Beyond quickly realizes that he's not going to be able to take down Inque if he can't actually hit her with his batarangs. So he's going to need Firewall Robin's help to take down Curare. So Firewall Robin is going head-to-head against Curare. Curare is going in for these slashes, but Firewall Robin is straight up like a digital being. So he starts like shifting his like particles around, I guess like his digital bits, and like dodging like the strikes. So he's like zigzagging like through the slashes so that he's able to like dodge around the blade. And he's able to get behind Curare and like strike her in like the back of the head and like knock Curare unconscious. Once Curare is unconscious and unable to block Batman's batarangs, Batman Beyond throws his ice batarang at Inque. But as he's throwing his ice batarang at Inque, Firewall Robin shoots like a fire blast at Inque. And then Batman Beyond is like, wait, no. Inque is frozen in the ice, but then the fire from Firewall Robin's attack immediately melts the ice, freeing Inque. Batman Beyond prepares to throw another ice batarang, but then Inque shoots a little blot of ink from her body at Firewall Robin, which is all she needs to do in order to take control of someone. So now she's taking control of Firewall Robin. So Batman Beyond is like, you know, like if I throw this ice batarang, Firewall Robin is just gonna thaw her out. So now I need to like prioritize like Firewall Robin, but it's like a 2-against-1 fight. So Batman Beyond is essentially trying to fight back against Inque and Firewall Robin at the same time. Firewall Robin shoots a huge fire blast at him. Inque starts like flooding him with like ink knives. She's just like throwing like a flurry of like ink scythe and some blades and shurikens. And Batman Beyond's trying his best to dodge the two, but he's starting to get overwhelmed. There's just too much stuff going on. And then Bruce Wayne calls in and goes, "I've got an upgrade for you." And suddenly, Batman Beyond turns into supercharged Cyber Batman Beyond, which is like an actual action figure from this like Batman Beyond Batlink series. It's either called like supercharged or overcharged or something like that, but he becomes that, and it's essentially like his super form, and he does that thing that all superheroes do when they're getting overwhelmed, but then they turn the tide, where he's like, "Rah!" and he like releases a shockwave of energy that knocks back Ink and Firewall Robin. And it seems like now Batman Beyond probably is like strong enough to take on like Virtual Joker. And since he's knocked down Ink and Firewall Robin, he's like, I should just go into the gateway. Like, I don't have time to be like messing around with these two. I need to go in and stop Virtual Joker. But before he can, he's grabbed from the back of the head, and his face is slammed into the ground by the demon that he had locked in cyberspace when he and Etrigan teamed up. The demon has a really crazy name that I don't remember. So I'm looking through this Batman Beyond guidebook to try and remember what the demon's name is. So give me one moment to do that, because I do want to name drop him, especially since I have the book. I remember his name like starts with like an X or something. He's on page 42. Let's see, what's his name? Oh, it does not start with an X, it starts with an A. Axilano. So yeah, Axilano, who's a demon who has all the power of the dark universe, whatever the dark universe is, inside of him. So he's like, I felt a great power here. Who would have thought that it would have been you? Finally, I have my vengeance. And he like lifts up his fist, and Axilano has the ability to like change his density at will, so he can change from being like intangible to tangible. And he's like, first I'm going to dive my fist into your skull, and then I'm going to solidify my fist and turn your brain to bits. So he like is throwing a punch, but it's like an intangible punch toward Batman Beyond. Batman Beyond is dazed from having his head essentially slammed directly into the ground. We cut away from Axilano, and we show what's going on in Gotham City. The Joker virus has like Joker's face broadcasted on like every screen in Gotham. It's mentioned in this guidebook that a lot of people don't exercise anymore in the future, and instead of exercising, people have nanobots like inside of their body that keeps them fit and allows them to like change their appearance. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, because I have just straight up ideas for that. Yeah, it says in here, in the future, you don't have to exercise to stay fit. For an extreme makeover, some citizens just inject themselves with nanites. These microscopic robots work beneath the skin to make biological adjustments. So, with nanites, it's like you can have like a fit body, like you don't have to exercise, and you can change the way that you want to look just with like these nanite injections. So, essentially what I'm going to have the Joker virus do is it's going to hack into all these people who are filled with nanites, and it's going to start turning them into like Jokers, since it can like change their appearance. So it like makes them look like the Joker, and it also like bumps up like their muscle mass and stuff. Since the nanites can make you fit, it just makes them like all like hulking Jokers, and it takes over their minds. Because it's listed right here in the guidebook, it says, but sometimes the nanobots develop a life of their own, and when that happens, their human hosts act like runaway robots. So essentially, Joker does that. He like makes them look like the Joker. He like beefs them up to where they're like really strong, and then he just has them run wild. So chaos through the streets of Gotham. Batman is currently in cyberspace, essentially about to be killed by Axilano. Jason Blood, aka Etrigan, who's like the magic advisor for Batman in the future, arrives in the Batcave with Kyle. Kyle being a young man who's studying how to, he's essentially studying how magic works in college. Let's see, Jason Blood's young friend Kyle is no ordinary college student. In addition to his regular coursework, Kyle is studying the physics of magic. He invented demonic energy nullifiers and once helped Batman and Etrigan defeat the diabolical Axilano. So yeah, Kyle and Etrigan, they're like a team. So Kyle and Etrigan, they roll up on Batman, because like I said before, he's Batman's like magic advisor. Whenever there's like magic stuff going on, he goes and talks with Batman. And he more or less rolls into the Batcave because he's like, where is Batman Beyond? You know, Gotham is like a complete wreck. There's like some non-magical stuff going on that's like not really my normal territory. But we need like more heroes out there. And then Bruce Wayne more or less is like, yo, Batman Beyond is in trouble. He's like currently in like cyberspace where we like locked away Axilano, and Axilano caught him by surprise. Robin has been like taken down. We don't have time to talk. You gotta go like right now. You gotta go like save Batman Beyond. So Kyle already knows how to like send people into cyberspace, so they don't need like a complicated rig or anything to do it. Also, the Batcave is listed on the back of one of the action figures to just be like capable of sending people into cyberspace. So either Kyle does it or Batman does it. Batman is in Bruce Wayne. Like one of the two do it, but they send Etrigan into cyberspace with Kyle's demonic nullifier technology. So right as Axilano is about to finally like drive his fist into Batman Beyond, his intangible fist is like in motion. It's about to like go to where it will be in line with Batman Beyond's head. Ba-da-da-da. He gets hit in the back with a demonic energy nullifier, which like stuns him and causes him to collapse to the ground by Etrigan. Etrigan then runs up, grabs Batman Beyond. By the way, Etrigan would be rhyming everything he says. I kind of forgot that Etrigan rhymes everything he says. But he would pick up Batman Beyond and go. See, now I feel like I'm obligated to rhyme. Take down the Joker that you hate. I'll throw you now through the gates. Hurry, Batman, don't be late. The city's about to die. So change its fate. Like something like that. And then he yeets Batman Beyond through the gate. Batman Beyond is still a little like shooken up. But he's like ready for action. He's like, okay, you know, I'm like supercharged. How bad can like the Joker virus be? So he's ready to go toe to toe with the Joker virus in his like overcharge form, and the Joker virus just wrecks him. He's essentially like, I'm connected to like all of Gotham. I'm consuming like all this information. I'm like continually building upon myself and just getting stronger. And no matter what Batman Beyond tries to do, using a variety of his different like batarangs and gadgets, he even pulls out his magnetic nunchucks that apparently he has. I didn't know until I read this. He pulls out all the stops. Nothing he can do. Oh, I just swallowed some gum. Oh, that's gross. Nothing he can do can stop Virtual Joker. Until Etrigan rolls through the gateway with inque, curare, and Firewall Robin. So now, everybody's trying to take down Virtual Joker. Virtual Joker immediately uses like a cyber tendril or whatever to like grab Curare's arm and like cause her to like throw her like sword away. So she loses access to her sword at the beginning of the fight. Everybody tries to rush Virtual Joker. Firewall Robin shoots like his fire blast at him. Etrigan uses his heat, like demonic heat breath, at Virtual Joker. Inque does her like blade flurry that she did earlier, where she makes a bunch of ink blades and just throws them at like Virtual Joker. And Curare uses her martial arts skills to like hit Virtual Joker with like a barrage of like fist attacks or whatever. But it's not enough. Virtual Joker mollywops all of them, just tentacle slaps all of them away. Meanwhile, Batman Beyond, who already knows that none of that's gonna work, uses his jet boots to grab Curare's sword, which can cut through anything, and then launches back toward Virtual Joker like a diagonal slash, like through Virtual Joker's head. Virtual Joker's taken down. Our heroes return to Gotham. Inque and Curare are like, what happens now? You know, are we about to like throw down or whatever? And then Batman Beyond thinks they're about to fight, and then Bruce Wayne goes, you know, they did like try to kill you or whatever, but it seems like today we were all on the same team. I don't know, I feel like Bruce Wayne wouldn't say that. It seems like they would be about to throw down, but Curare and Inque get called back by the businessman guy because he's like, services rendered, like return for your payment. So, Curare like throws down like a smoke bomb or whatever, and the next thing Batman Beyond knows, he's no longer holding her sword. So she vanishes. Inque turns into her liquid form and then travels into like the sewer, like into like a sewer grate. So she gets away. So they are about to throw down when they return to the real world, but then they dispatch, so they don't really get the opportunity for them to all fight. Etrigan thanks Batman Beyond for like taking down Virtual Joker. And Batman Beyond thanks Etrigan and Kyle for helping save him from Axilano and helping him face off against Virtual Joker. They like go their separate ways, but they essentially do one of those like, if you ever need me again, like hit me up kind of moments. And then Batman Beyond more or less just like, Bruce Wayne asked Batman Beyond how'd he feel about like adventuring through cyberspace. And then Batman Beyond like looks down at like his fist, and then he like visualizes that moment that we saw like just a moment ago, like when he like slashed through like Virtual Joker, and he's like, you know, I think Batman Beyond should do some more cybersecurity work. And then like that's the end. And I would call it like Batlink Beyond, or Batlink Between Worlds, or The Fall of Virtual Joker. That one's kind of lame. I don't like that one. Viral comedy. We need to have a scene before that end shot where you can see that Gotham's like fine again, where you see people who were infected with the nanites and stuff turning back to normal. They're no longer like big hulking people. Their faces are no longer like Joker-fied, so they have like normal people faces again. All that jazz. But this was a very like impromptu, off the top of my head, Batman fan fiction idea. I just wanted to share it with you guys. What do you all think? Definitely let me know in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring the notification bell to be notified whenever we do these videos. It's your friend, your boy, Jump Like the One Only, logging out. Peace. I gotta go spit out this gum. It's past the powder stage. It's almost just liquid. Peace.